Hello there, guys, and welcome back to 100% Chelsea for the transfer show. It's this time of the year again. We're coming up to the transfer window in January, and we've started to hear some pretty big rumours. Obviously, the big one, as most of you would probably have heard by now, we're linked with James Rodriguez, 25-year-old Colombian midfielder from Real Madrid, and apparently he has acquired a British visa at the British Embassy in Bogota, Colombia, the capital of Colombia. I think yesterday or 2 days ago. So that's obviously a big sign of him wanting to work here. Apparently, we're preparing a £75 million bid for him after Oscar most likely going out to China for around £60 million. Obviously, most of that money or all of that money and a bit more going back to the James Rodriguez transfer. Apparently, also Man United are interested, even though I can't really see them spending that much money on him because they're quite filled in their position with Pogba, Mata, Rooney, if they want to play him out in the wing, another player that they kind of play out of position. So I'm not too sure. For us, of course, where would he fit in this 3-4-3 system? If we swap to a 3-5-2, of course, or 3-4-1-2, he could perfectly play in a central second mid position. But if we don't, I'm not too sure where he'd fit. Of course, he's a great player. He's I think the sixth most expensive player of all time. Our price would make him, I think, the fourth most expensive player. I'm not sure. But still, it would be a huge signing. And even though I'm not too keen on him, because I think he's a little bit overrated and is not getting into the Real Madrid team. But to be fair, they are a great team on a 37-match, streak without losing. But if Antonio Conte wants him, I mean, we're on 11 wins in a row. Antonio Conte knows what he's doing. So if he wants him, why not? Another big rumour, Arturo Vidal. From Bayern Munich, 29-year-old Chilean midfielder. The Spanish outlet Don Balon yesterday reported that he wants a fresh challenge, and we're prepared to bid £42 million to Bayern, who apparently are even willing to sell because they want to look to the future with, in that position, having Joshua Kimmich and Renato Sanchez. So it looks possible. Apparently, it's a go-off for all sides kind of thing. Of course, Antonio Conte has worked with Vidal from 2011 until 2014 at Juventus Turin. So that is obviously a bit of a help. Apparently, they've got a really good relationship. If that's possible, I'm very much for it. Incredible midfielder, one of the best in his position, in his prime. Not that much money as well. 42 million, not too much for a player of his quality, in my opinion. But yeah, I'd very much love to have him, whether that's a reality or, whether that could actually happen, I'm not so sure. Another player, and I'm not even going to try to pronounce his first name, I'm going to put it up somewhere, but his surname is Bakayoko, 22-year-old French midfielder from Monaco. Apparently, we've been scouting him for a little while, watching him here and there. I don't know too much about him, I'm not going to be honest. Apparently, we're ready to fight Man United for his £40 million signature. He's a very tall and strong centre mid. And of course, with possibly other people going out and, if we don't get Vidal or something like that, a player of his quality, why not? If he's as good, and again, if Conte wants him, I'm all for it. Also, there's always this argument, why do we sign young players in positions where we have other young players from our academy? In this case, Nathaniel Chalobah, Ruben Loftus-Cheek, pretty much the same age. I don't know. Is there really a point of signing someone else, foreigner? I don't know. But again, if Conte wants him. And then there's another big rumour. Marco Verratti, 24-year-old Italian midfielder from PSG. This rumour has been floating around for a little while now, actually. Reportedly, we've bid £30 million for him, but PSG want more money. But other sources have said that the deal could actually be off, not because of his transfer money, but because his wage demands are enormous. Apparently, he wants more than 250,000 grand a week. I mean, that's a bit crazy. And also, I remember a few weeks or months ago, I've read him saying, no players worth 100 million and this and that, and now he wants that much money. I mean, he would be a great midfielder, even though I think, in my opinion, if we paired him next to Kante, they would be too small to have a two-man centre midfield partnership. But, good player, very good player. And then there's another one, Geoffrey Kondogbia, 23-year-old French midfielder from Inter Milan. He's actually been in and out of the squad recently. He's, falling down the pecking order a little bit. So, not too sure about that one again. Similarly to Bakayoko, another young player in a position where we have good players from our academy. But apparently we're preparing an 18.5 million bid for him. Also, Liverpool apparently are interested. This one is, one that I think could only happen if others don't come off. Vidal, Bakayoko, Verratti, only then I can see us going for Kondogbia. Even though I quite rate him, of the things that I've seen from him, he looks quite good. But still. And then, one that probably all of you have heard, Alexis Sanchez. He's been rumoured and favourite by the bookies, Chelsea, to sign him. In my opinion, that's a whole load of bullshit. I'm going to have to put it like that, because especially in January, Arsenal are not that stupid to give us Alexis Sanchez, by far the best player in January. Even if he's not completely happy and all of that, we're not getting Alexis Sanchez. It would be incredible. I would love him to bits, but it's just not happening. Let's just deal with it. Then rumours about players going out. Reportedly, West Ham are trying to sign Ruben Loftus-Cheek on loan, a move that I wouldn't be desperately against, because another rumour, Mikel apparently is off to Marseille for a reported figure of around 10 million. I think his contract runs out in the summer, so that would be a good move to make a little bit of money for him. He's been a great servant, been here for a long, long time. So I hope he has a good career wherever he goes, if it's Marseille. But touching on the subject of loaning out Ruben Loftus-Cheek, with selling Mikel as well, then we'd be two positions low, only if we actually sign one centre mid. Whether that's Vidal, Bakayoko, Verratti or Kondogbia, I don't know. I don't care really. But we can't loan out Ruben before we have a replacement in store, because can't give away two players even if one is only on loan, because we'd just be low in that position. And for some reason, there are no left wing back links or left back or left mid links. No, none. I haven't found any. So I find that very strange, because as I said plenty of times in videos and on streams, that's the position I think where we most need players, or a player. So bit strange in my opinion. But yeah, that's it from me. Leave me all of your thoughts on all of those transfers down in the comments below. How likely do you think all of those are? James, Vidal, Bakayoko, Verratti, Kondogbia. Leave me all of your thoughts on those down in the comments below. Leave a like if you did enjoy the video. We do massively appreciate that. Subscribe if you haven't already. Still help us out to reach those 20k before Christmas. I know it's the 21st of December, but we don't need much more than 200 now. So if you know anyone that would possibly like to subscribe to a Chelsea channel, maybe recommend us to them, because we'd massively appreciate it, and we'd be bloody excited if we could hit 20k before Christmas. But yeah, that's it from me, and I'll see you next time.